In this video, Samantha Hill, the microsite product manager at the National Kidney Registry and a living donor kidney recipient, and Ellis Mirsky, a donor search expert who has helped over 25 people, including himself, find a living donor kidney, discuss how social media can be used to help patients find a donor.
When searching for a living donor, what kind of role does social media play, and how does a patient go about utilizing it in the best way possible?
Social media is one of many ways to put out information for people to act on. It's only one of several ways, and I encourage patients to use any other technique available to them. Some use lawn signs, bumper stickers. They go into stores and have a poster put in. Anything you can do to get the word out that you need a kidney is something that could possibly result in you getting a kidney. Social media is bumper stickers on steroids. Social media broadcasts your information to your friends and to the public, depending on how you set the settings in your post, far beyond anything you could do one at a time or by emails. And it's social media itself is like a shot. It's not constantly there, whereas a microsite is constantly in place. So it's more of a permanent presence. But if you rely strictly on social media, you're going to find that you'll get some reaction and then it'll drop off. And I was using blogger.com, and that was acquired by Google and came with a set of Google Analytics, somewhat small set of Google Analytics, but enough to know when your Facebook post hit, and you could see the impact on traffic being driven to your blogger post or your blogger site. And similarly, any analytics program should be able to do that. And what I found that there were two blips in traffic, one in the morning and one in the evening. And it coincides, at least pre-pandemic, with people's social media usage, patterns. So we always wanted to hit early in the morning so that your Facebook post was top of pile. But if you wait long enough, if you wait too long, it gets buried. So if you go really early in the morning, too early, you're going to get buried. Your post will be buried by others and it won't come up until people dig down into their pile of relevant or Facebook posts. So we wanted to time it about, I found 6 a.m. or so was probably optimal. And then again, 12 hours later, 6 p.m. So anywhere between 4 and 6 would be good. But if you do it late night, it'll never be seen. And if you do it, say, late morning, it won't be seen.
How effective can social media be? And what I mean by that is it worth doing the social media campaigns even if you don't do it at the right times, or do you have to do it at the right times, or it's really just worthless and you might as well just do a bumper sticker instead?
It is the best tool out there. And of the tools, I find that Facebook is the best. And the reason for that is that the audience of Facebook, the audience is not 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds. It's more in the range of people that might be in a position to make a decision and donate. So, and I think that sweet spot is probably mid 40s to mid to late 50s. And I don't think you're going to find them on TikTok or Instagram. You might, but I think your time is best spent, in the most efficient vehicle, which I think is Facebook.
Well, in that regard, that's also a similar age category to those who are in need of a kidney and are searching for a donor.
Correct.
What advice do you have for those in that age category who might not be that tech savvy?
You have to find somebody who is tech savvy, and they're all around you. They're probably your children or grandchildren. or friends that have technical capability. But you are at a disadvantage if you don't have a network of social media friends. You can't all of a sudden just jump into Facebook and think that, well, this is going to be the solution. You're better off developing that network in advance and assembling friends who you have real relationships with, and get with the program. Uh, if you're not tech savvy, you need to find someone who is. And I think the coaches can provide some help. Certainly, they can get the microsite set up. As to Facebook campaigns and publishing posts, you need. There's only so much the coach can do, but for long term, it's good to have a real tech savvy friend.
Have you found that to be much of a hindrance?
I think that there are older people that really are not able to sustain a Facebook campaign.
Then how often should somebody post about their need for a donor? I had a person in the transplant field recently say, well, people might get fatigued about seeing this. And for example, it's similar to how people used to always answer their phone because it was something they knew. And then all of the, auto dials and the spam calls came in, and people kind of stopped answering their phone if they didn't know who that number belonged to. So do you think that that is potentially an issue with those searching for a donor? Is there some sort of a fatigue potential there?
Absolutely. If it's, here's another post from John Smith. I know what he needs, blah, blah, blah. And sure, you're not going to get attention. So yes, but nevertheless, initially when you get the campaign going, I recommend that you do it every 2 or 3 days for about a week and a half, but then sustain it with, once every week, once every 7 or 8, 9 days. Keep posting something new. Initially, here's my story, in 5 sentences, maybe. Short sentences, separated, easy to read, with a link. Always, anytime you do anything on Facebook, link to your website, to your microsite, so as to remind people it's there. This is make it part of your signature line on your emails. Make sure everyone knows the URL, the address for your microsite, your website, and drive traffic that way. Sure, there's going to be viewer fatigue, but if you do it in a subtle way that doesn't overpower, and people come to associate the patient with the patient's need for a kidney, they're going to remember that, and they may talk about it somewhere to someone, and it just may trigger some action. Anything you can do that doesn't offend, that doesn't annoy, that just continues to associate the patient with the need is going to result in more traffic, more screenings, and possibly a donor.